Welcome. So today we're doing something a little bit different. We aren't just going to transfer a bunch of information into your head. No, we're setting the stage for a really profound journey inward. We're exploring a realization titled The Origin of Thought, to one that feels. This isn't about learning some abstract new philosophy. It's about untangling a fundamental illusion we literally all live with and finding a quiet, undeniable clarity right there within yourself.
Let's start right here with a question. Who is really suffering? And I'm speaking directly to you right now. Yeah, you, the person who tries so incredibly hard to live righteously, to do the right thing for your family, your career, society. You do the work, you learn, you try to grow, but despite all of that noble, exhausting effort, you still struggle with uncontrollable internal anger, anxiety, or just this deep, heavy exhaustion that you can't seem to shake.
Okay, let's dive into this. To really understand what's going on, we need to look at a fascinating historical figure named Luongpor Tien. This guy was a highly successful Thai merchant and a deeply respected village chief. By all external measures, he had absolutely everything. He was the picture of success and morality. He was doing everything right. But underneath it all, he was still burning inside.
Just consider the details of his life for a second. He built temples, he donated vast amounts of wealth to his community. He strictly followed all the religious rules. He even practiced traditional meditation for decades, desperately seeking peace. And yet, when he reached the age of 46, he realized a pretty horrifying truth. Despite doing everything conventionally correct, he was still consumed by intense, fiery anger the moment anyone criticized him. Look, if you've ever felt like you're doing everything right but your emotional struggles are still completely overwhelming you, his story validates your experience. It's not your fault. The conventional tools simply don't reach the root of the suffering.
His profound despair is captured perfectly in this single realization. He asked, "I did all these good deeds. Why is my heart still burning with anger?" And this emphasizes an absolutely crucial truth we all have to face. External actions, good deeds, rituals, and even superficial mental calmness achieved through forced meditation, they don't fix the root of our suffering. It's like putting a beautiful roof on a house, but if it doesn't stop the pouring rain, you're still going to get wet. He was desperate for a real answer.
So, in 1957, Tien reached his absolute breaking point. He left his worldly life, his wealth, and his family behind for a life-or-death 3-day retreat. But he didn't do what he had always done. He abandoned sitting still. He completely stopped trying to force his mind to be calm. Instead, on the first day, he began continuous physical movement. By the second day, he relentlessly observed every single motion of his body without judgment. And by the third day, something monumental happened. The illusion of a permanent, solid self completely collapsed.
Now, what's really interesting about this realization is how he clearly saw the underlying structure of human existence. He saw that on one side, there's the body, matter, physical form, biology, flesh and bone. On the other side, there's the mind, passing states, thoughts, and fleeting feelings. He realized these two things are completely separate from one another, and neither of them constitutes a permanent, solid self.
This structural realization, it was his ultimate breakthrough. He stepped entirely out of the automatic pilot of his mind and observed his own thoughts from the outside for the very first time. He wasn't trapped inside the thought anymore. As he beautifully described it, answers were closer than my own eyebrows, right inside my chest. He realized that the truth wasn't hidden in some distant philosophy or text. It was right there, in the simple, continuous observation of reality. The crucial point here is the sheer, utter simplicity of this method. Hands move, hands stop, knowing. That is literally it. It's continuous, everyday awareness of the physical body. By grounding your awareness in the simple fact that a hand is moving or stopping, you completely shatter the illusion of being controlled by that endless, exhausting loop of thoughts in your head.
All right, let's stop intellectualizing this for a moment. Let's actually step out of the concepts together right now. Whatever thought is in your head at this exact second, just watch it arise and watch it pass. For the next 15 seconds, we're going to sit in complete silence. Just watch your mind. Notice how the thought just happened, and then it passed. You didn't even have to engage with it.
And this brilliantly illustrates the advanced wisdom Tien shared, using the metaphor of the boxer and the ball. Think about it. The boxer is fighting in the ring, right? Enduring the struggle, constantly engaging with thoughts. It's a truly exhausting way to live. But a ball? A ball is just rolling in a field. It only moves if it gets kicked. It lets thoughts stop naturally without fighting them.
Let's expand on that, because it is so vital. A ball only rolls if people keep kicking it. Your thoughts only control you, and your anger only burns if you keep engaging with them. If you fight the thought, if you judge the thought, or if you try to suppress it, you're just kicking the ball. If you simply observe it, if you stop kicking, the ball naturally comes to a halt. The thought loses all its power over you. Which brings us to this essential concept, Sati. Sati is the pure observer. It's the untainted awareness that just watches the mind and body without being swept away by them. I really want you to hear this. You are not your anger. You are not your anxiety. You are not your physical tension. You are the silent observer, the Sati, that is simply watching these temporary states happen.
And this leads us to the ultimate paradigm shift to this whole explainer. Thoughts are simply tools. Your thoughts, your emotions, your physical body, they don't define who you are. They're merely instruments. Just like a hammer or a pen, you pick them up to navigate the world and you set them down when you don't need them. You are the awareness holding the tool, not the tool itself.
Today, let's just observe this. Take this one small realization, this one brief observation of your mind, into the rest of your day. The tiny shift you experience today isn't the end of your understanding. It's the beginning. To deepen this practice, the original texts, translated materials, and the next steps in this journey are waiting for you in the description below. Thank you for taking this journey inward with us.